Every morning, before the world touches you, you make a choice, consciously or unconsciously, that determines the sharpness of your mind for the entire day. Most people don't realize this. They wake up, reach for the same habit, repeat the same unconscious motion, and wonder why their mind feels scattered, heavy, and unfocused before the day even begins. My friend, there is something you are doing each morning that quietly steals your clarity, your energy, and your ability to stay centered. And today, I want to show you the truth of this pattern, how it weakens your spirit, how it fragments your attention, and how you can break it with a single breath. Before another sunrise arrives, you must understand this. My friend, before this day carries you away, before your mind begins running in 10 different directions, before the noise of the world reaches into your heart, I want you to sit for a moment with me and breathe. Because what I am about to tell you is a simple truth that has shaped warriors, monks, and seekers for thousands of years. And if you understand it deeply, it will change the way your mind functions for the rest of your life. For every morning you wake up, you stand at a doorway between two worlds, the world of clarity and the world of confusion. And the step you take in the first few seconds after opening your eyes dictates which world you enter. Yet most people, without realizing it, perform the same destructive ritual every single morning, a ritual that steals their focus, drains their energy, and scatters their spirit before the day has even begun. And that ritual is simply this. They give their attention away immediately. They wake up and hand their mind to the world before they have even claimed it for themselves. They reach for their phone, they scroll, they check messages, notifications, other people's thoughts, other people's emotions, other people's demands, and they let all of it enter their mind before they have taken even one conscious breath. But the human mind was never designed to begin the day in a state of external stimulation. It was designed to awaken from stillness with stillness, to rise from rest with awareness, to transition from sleep into clarity with intention. And when you break this natural rhythm, when your first action is reaction, your day becomes a chain of reactions. Your mind becomes fragmented, your inner strength weakens, and you begin operating not from purpose, but from impulse, not from clarity, but from chaos, not from discipline, but from habit. And habits performed without awareness slowly become cages. You may not see the bars, but you feel the limitation, you feel the heaviness, you feel the dullness behind your eyes, as if your mind is awake but not alive, alert but not present, active but not centered. And this is why so many people feel tired even after sleeping, why they feel distracted even before working, why they feel overwhelmed even before speaking, not because their life is difficult, but because they have lost their inner stillness before the day has started. So today I want to offer you a different way, a way rooted in ancient practice, a way that aligns your breath, your intention, and your focus before anything else enters you. The way is simple, yet powerful enough to reorganize your entire mind. When you wake up, do not reach outward, reach inward. Do not seek stimulation, seek presence. Do not grab your phone, grab your breath. Your first breath is your first decision. Your first decision is your first discipline. And your first discipline shapes your entire mental landscape. Because discipline does not begin with big actions. Discipline begins with small openings. The moment between waking and acting is the moment where clarity can be strengthened or lost. And if you choose clarity each morning, your mind becomes sharper, your emotions more stable, your intentions more aligned, and your spirit more grounded. But you must also understand that stillness is not the absence of movement. It is the mastery of movement. It is the ability to observe your mind without being pulled by it, to witness your thoughts without becoming them, to allow sensations to rise and fall without clinging, without resisting, just letting them pass through like clouds passing over a mountain. Because the mountain does not chase the clouds, the mountain does not fear them, the mountain remains itself, unmoving, grounded in its essence. And you must become like this, beginning each morning as a mountain, not as a leaf being blown by the wind of other people's noise, notifications, and demands. For when your first act of the day is surrendering your attention to the world, you lose the ability to command your focus later. But when your first act is commanding your breath, the world cannot easily shake you. And this is why in the Shaolin tradition, we begin the morning with silence. Not because silence is peaceful, but because silence reveals the truth. It shows you the quality of your mind, the patterns of your ego, the impulses that try to control you. And when you see these clearly, they lose their power, because clarity dissolves illusion, just as sunlight dissolves fog. And many people do not lack motivation, they lack clarity. Many do not lack intelligence, they lack intention. Many do not lack potential, they lack self-observation, the ability to see themselves without distortion, without ego, without judgment, simply observing the truth of their thoughts and choosing wisely. So tomorrow morning when you wake, before you touch anything, place one hand on your abdomen. Inhale slowly through the nose. Let the breath expand your lower belly. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel the life within you. Feel the stillness around you. Let the breath rise like a wave and fall like a wave. 3 breaths, nothing more. Yet these 3 breaths will anchor you more deeply than an hour of scrolling ever could. And in this moment of breath, ask yourself one question. What is essential for me today? Not what is urgent, not what is loud, not what others expect, but what is essential. Because the person who begins the day with essence walks through the day with purpose, while the person who begins with distraction walks through the day with confusion. And when you practice this consistently, you will begin to notice a subtle change, a soft sharpening of the mind, a calm discipline behind your movements, a deeper sense of inner guidance. And this is where focus comes from, not from forcing the mind, but from freeing it, not from suppressing thoughts, but from creating space for the right thoughts, not from controlling everything, but from controlling your first choice of the day. Because if the first brick is placed with awareness, the entire structure can stand strong. But if the first brick is placed with carelessness, the entire structure wobbles. So remember, do not let your first act be surrender. Let it be mastery, not addiction to stimulation, but connection to breath. Not noise, but presence. Not reaction, but intention. And slowly this morning practice will become a ritual. This ritual will become a discipline, and this discipline will become a transformation. Because when you claim your first breath, you claim your first moment. When you claim your first moment, you claim your mind. And when you claim your mind, no external distraction can truly own you. And in this quiet mastery, you will rediscover the power that has always lived within you. The power to direct your attention, the power to clear your inner space, the power to dissolve ego, the power to move through the world with calm strength, the power to awaken fully, not partially, to live deliberately, not automatically, to act from clarity, not confusion. And when you learn to start your day in this way, you will realize something profound. Focus is not something you chase, it is something you protect. Clarity is not something you search for, it is something you preserve. And inner strength is not something you build once, it is something you renew every morning in the silence before the world enters. If this teaching resonated with you, my friend, then walk this path with us. Subscribe to Daily Path to Strength, where each lesson is a step toward clarity, discipline, inner balance, and unshakable focus. Share your thoughts in the comments so we can grow together in awareness and purpose.